So you bought the course, maybe even 1, 2, or 3 courses, but your business still isn't moving. You still haven't been able to actually start the dispatch company, right? So now you're spending money on multiple courses, getting multiple pieces of education, and no action, no implementation, no nothing, right? So let's have a conversation today about why more education isn't your solution and what exactly you need to do for you to get unstuck and actually get your business moving in the direction that you need it to move in. Okay, as you know, and if you don't know, welcome. I'm Coach G, and I have sold over 500 courses myself on how to dispatch and how to start your dispatch company. But the difference between my courses and other programs is that I have a 92% success rate of students who actually make their money back that they spent on the program. So let's get into what's happening, right? Those 3 reasons that courses aren't helping you yet. Okay. Reason number 1, you're consuming, not implementing. And this is huge, right? I need you to understand this. If you are constantly consuming information, and let's use the analogy, a lot of people consume content and then some people create content. The difference between the consumer of the content and the creator of the content is their bank account. Okay. So if you're watching videos and it's not working, if you're not applying what you learn within 24 to 48 hours, which is what studies show, then you are literally just hoarding information. The problem is not that the information is wrong. The problem is that either you don't know how to implement it, or let's be honest, you're dragging your feet on implementing it. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, the biggest problem is you. Okay. And I'm not here to make you upset, but I am here to bust your bubble, because it's time for you to start holding yourself accountable and doing what it is that you need to do. I guarantee you one of those people who out here screaming life be lifing. I don't want to hear it no more. That's an excuse. Okay. We're going to eliminate excuses and start taking action. All right. And for my real action takers, I do have my How to Start a Dispatch Business in 24 Hours free guide right there in the description box. This is going to give you actionable steps with checklists on exactly what you need to do to gain momentum and start getting clients in your business. Okay. So check that out if you are ready to stop twiddling your thumbs and your fingers about your business. Okay. So reason number 2 on why the courses aren't helping you yet. You're not clear on what to build. Okay. Now, courses give you tools, and there are a lot of great programs out there. There are a lot of great coaches out there that are giving you the tools. And 9 times out of 10, they're telling you what documents you need to start your business, and they're giving you a load board tutorial. And that's the extent of it, right? They're not setting you up with processes. They're not setting you up with systems. They're not giving you standard operating procedures so that at some point you can bring someone else on into your business to actually work the business for you. Because, and this is a great analogy that I loved. If any of you have ever read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I advise that you do read it or at least listen to it on Audible or an audiobook. There, he talks about the 4 quadrants. He talks about being employed, then self-employed, then business owner, and then investor. Many of us are in this top quadrant of employed. And when you just start a dispatch company and you're the person who's having to dispatch, you just move to the bottom quadrant of being self-employed. The ultimate goal of starting a business or entrepreneurship is for you to get your time back, for time freedom. So ultimately, we want to be on this side of the quadrant. We want to be either the business owner or the investor. Okay, so you just starting your business and being the person that's sitting there dispatching, all that's doing is making you self-employed. So you're still an employee, you're still having to log your hours, but you're just employing by yourself instead of working for someone else. And so we think that that's freedom, but it's truly not. When you start being able to leverage other people's time for money, that's where freedom begins. Okay, so you need to have a simple launch plan, right? And a system on exactly step by step what to do to get your business off the ground. It's no good in you getting all this education, all of this information, and then when it comes time to implement it and put it into place, there's no blueprint. Okay? There must be a blueprint. So if you don't have a blueprint, Now you're in what I like to call analysis paralysis, and you're overwhelmed. You have all this information and you don't know where to start. And that's not helpful for anyone. And it's also not helpful for you to recoup your investment of what you spent on these courses or this course. Okay? So help and build yourself a launch system. Creating to-do lists and checklists are one of the things that has helped me scale my business to 6 figures and beyond, and high 6 figures, because of the systems that I have in place. I'm able to allocate myself to other things, other goals, other passions, other visions in my business, because I implement plans and launch plans to get things done. And then I break it down by doing checklists, okay? And checking those things off, whether it be in a weekly view, a monthly view, or a daily view, okay? So implementation and getting clear on what it is that you're building is going to be super, super important for your success, okay? Now, reason number 3, you think that more knowledge equals more progress, and it doesn't, okay? The truth is, progress comes from reps. So let's say you're in the gym, and when you first get in the gym, the only thing that you can lift is 5 pounds. Well, the more times you go to the gym, the more reps you do, eventually you'll be able to lift 25 pounds. But that only happens if you keep going to the gym. You following me? Okay? So research on how to lift 25 pounds is not going to help you. Repetition of lifting lower weight and increasing the weight is what's going to help you obtain that goal. Okay? So researching dispatch is not going to help you be able to build a freight dispatch business, or educating and researching yourself. Actual implementation, action steps, putting in the work is what's going to get you to that business level that you want to get to. Okay, so I'm using analogies because the analogies work very well for me. So I know that most of you who are watching these videos and who love my content, y'all are like me. Okay, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell so that you don't miss any videos that we're going to be dropping in this series. Okay, so what you need, if you haven't launched your business, you don't need to buy more courses. You probably need mentorship for accountability. Okay. You need a decision as well. When do you decide that it's time to stop playing about you? When do you decide that you are going to recoup your investment? When do you decide that you're going to stop playing it small and you're going to do what you need to do? When do you decide that the thing that you prayed for, you're going to start moving like God already said yes? When do you decide? I hope it's after this video. I hope this motivational talk right here did it for you. Okay? So again, if you are a serious action taker and you're ready to get moving now and you are falling in this category, download that 24-hour guide in the description box below. It's going to give you a launch checklist. And I wish I had this when I started, right? To help me stay on track. But I did the hard work and made the mistakes so that you don't have to. Okay? So let's recap what we talked about here today. Courses don't build businesses. Action does. Action does. Okay? You must apply yourself. You don't need more information. You need direction, accountability, consistency. Don't wait till you feel motivated. Motivation is fake. Let me bust that bubble too today. There's no such thing as motivation. There's only discipline. And your discipline builds consistency. And from you seeing what you're able to produce from your discipline and your consistency, then you get motivated to keep going. Okay? So lastly, you're not stuck. You're stalled. You are stuck in analysis paralysis and you won't put one foot in front of the other. And that stops today. Binge this channel. All right? So that you can get the information and the resources that you need. All right? So download the guide. Stop guessing. And I have some questions for you. Put it in the comments. How many courses have you bought before you made your first dollar in dispatch? Or if you even have made your first dollar in dispatch. And be honest. Drop the number in the comments. Okay? Now, if you're ready to turn that knowledge into income, hit like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on that bell. Because in the next video, we're talking about pricing, why you're burnt out, and why you're still broke. I'll see y'all in the next video. All money in, Loan Money out. Holla.